The news that Danny Boyle's 2008 hit Slumdog Millionaire could receive a sequel keeps a bizarre streak alive for the legendary director. A look back on Danny Boyle's career proves that the British filmmaker is nothing if not versatile. One of Danny Boyle's best movies is a brutal, intense zombie horror, another is an inspiring coming-of-age epic, and another is a heroin-fueled crime dramedy. However, thanks to the upcoming 28 Years Later, these three movies now have more in common than their critical success and their director. 28 Days Later is set to receive a second sequel soon. Director Juan Carlos Fresnadillo's 28 Weeks Later was released in 2007, and 2025's 28 Years Later will bring the franchise back to cinemas with Boyle in the director's seat once again. 2017 saw Boyle return to the world of his iconic 1996 Irvine Welsh adaptation Trainspotting with T2 Trainspotting, a belated sequel that allowed viewers to learn what became of Renton, Sick Boy, Diane, and Begbie. Now, a third one of Boyle's most acclaimed directorial efforts may soon receive a sequel thanks to a recent acquisition. Bright bought the sequel rights to 2008's Slumdog Millionaire. Slumdog Millionaire's upcoming sequel continues an unexpected Danny Boyle streak. Danny Boyle's most acclaimed movies keep getting belated sequels. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the newly launched production banner bought both the TV and sequel rights to the 2008 Oscar winner. After Trainspotting 2 and 28 Years Later, this is the third Boyle movie to get a surprise sequel after over a decade of silence. Slumdog Millionaire's sequel is, it is fair to say, a little more surprising than the follow-ups to both Trainspotting and 28 Days Later, given the uniquely self-contained nature of the movie's plot. Adapted from the novel Q+A by Vikas Svarup, Slumdog Millionaire follows a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire contestant story. A poor resident of the Mumbai slums, Dev Patel's Jamal Malik manages to answer every question correctly thanks to the Dickensian events of his life until this point. Shifting back and forward in time to illustrate Jamal's relationship with his criminal brother Salim and their shared love interest Latika, Slumdog Millionaire interrogates questions of fate and destiny as Jamal's misfortunes repeatedly lead him to answers that later come in handy during the game. A tense combination of coming-of-age drama, crime thriller, and comedy, Slumdog Millionaire has a unique tone that would be hard to replicate and a thoroughly self-contained plot. Slumdog Millionaire 2 is the most unexpected sequel to a Danny Boyle movie yet. Slumdog Millionaire's story seemed inherently self-contained. Danny Boyle imposed on a poster for 28 Days Later. It is almost impossible to imagine a sequel to Slumdog Millionaire, since the original movie ends with Jamal winning the game and reuniting with Latika when Salim sacrifices himself to ensure their safety. It is an ending that effectively merges the movie's optimism with its unflinching depictions of deprivation and poverty, but one that leaves little room for a sequel or even a spin-off. Slumdog Millionaire's follow-up might find a way to extend the movie's story, but this will be a tall order. Of all of Danny Boyle's movies, Slumdog Millionaire might be the hardest to bring back on screen.